Welcome to Papa Junk Shop. Got a new toy for the shop. Little punch press. Cute little guy. Pretty sure it's 3-phase motor on it. Got it on online auction. It was only a few miles from home. Now I got to try to figure out how to get it off the truck. And then we can take a look at it. Well, it's about an hour and a half later, believe it or not. I finally got it off the truck. I had to take it up to the other building. Excavator wouldn't go high enough to get it off the truck, so I got a chain fall up there. It's a little bit higher than the one I have here. This garage was here when we bought the land. If I would have built it, it would have had a higher door for sure. Anyways, I got it off the truck, and then I couldn't pick it up, mount it on the table. So no matter what I tried, it wasn't working. So I finally decided to unbolt it. Even that turned into a nightmare. It's got all that safety stuff on it, and that box and wires and just all kinds of pain in the butt stuff. You can see some of the guards are gone because, well, they didn't like one of the spots when I tried to lift. And bringing it down from the other building, I wouldn't have dared to get off the excavator, and I even put I made an extra weight, that's solid steel, on the back, and it still was bouncing. So I got it this far. I'm going to hand it off to my other chain fall, and it looks like it slid down here, and it didn't do my strap any good, did it? I put the tooth on backwards, figured I'd turn it into a hook. So gonna get her off of the excavator onto that, and I'm gonna put my scale on there and see how much that bugger weighs. It's amazing. I'm glad I got the little guy. Some of the ones I bid on didn't get were a little bit bigger than this, and I don't think I could have handled it. Anyways, hand it off and we'll see what it weighs. It's not as heavy as I thought. The way it acted, 303 pounds. But that table that it was on has got a really thick top, and that square tubing is pretty hefty too. And actually, the controls that were on there too were pretty heavy. There's a little transformer in that box, and relays and a bunch of other stuff. So I'll show you all that stuff later. Got it set back up on the table, and I don't know if you can tell or not, but it's sitting crooked. When I took the mounting bolts out, this side had a bunch of washers under it, and I thought, boy, as thick as that top is, I wouldn't think that would have been bent. And I got looking a little closer, and you can see on this side there's 2 bolts here, so you can tip the whole unit. This side only has 1 bolt in it. The other one's broken off. So before I mount it back on there, I'm going to see if I can get that taken care of, so at least it sets level. And then we'll take a look at some of the controls and stuff, but see if I can get that problem addressed. Well, there's the broken off bolt, and there's kind of a line right across there, so there's kind of a step in it. So I put a center punch mark there, and I've got some left-hand drill bits. These come in handy once in a while. They drill counterclockwise, and quite often that drill will have enough resistance on it, and if the bolt isn't rusted in there, or for whatever reason it broke off because it wouldn't turn. I think this one was broken off because somebody over tightened it. So if those threads are free when you're drilling left-handed, lots of times it will just screw the piece right out. So that's what we're hoping for. If not, then we'll get an easy out. And if that doesn't work, we'll end up drilling it all the way out. Of course, you got to put the drill in reverse. Well, either that's dull, or this is a hard bolt. This one I took out here doesn't show any markings on it as being hard. Wow. Doesn't really look dull though, but I don't think these are friendly to resharpen. I have a hard enough time freehanding normal drills. So let me just get a regular bit and we'll just try drilling it out. I was hoping this was going to work. And I don't think it's a hard bolt. I think that left-hander's been used enough it's dull. Quit shaking, huh? Yeah, I'm in there a little ways. Go find an easy out. We'll see if it wants to come out easily. Maybe we won't have to drill all the way through. I don't have much faith in these things. Huh, look at that. There we go. Alright. We'll find a replacement bolt. Well, Butterfingers. Get it set back on the table and we'll tighten them down good and see if it sets level. Oh yeah, she sets nice now. That was an easy fix. Got her molded back on the table. I loosened all these up because I thought it might be a good idea not to have any pressure on it. And those allow you to tip it any angle you want up to that point. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there, tighten her down. Took that safety stuff off. Took this cover off so I could see if it was turning the right way. And there is an arrow on it. I put a longer cord on it with the right plug for my 3-phase. And I think it's 240 volt because the plug on it was for 120, 240, 20 amps, so it wasn't a 480 plug. So seems like it runs alright, I guess. It's nice and quiet until you trip it. Oh, it does work. That's only a 1/4 horsepower motor. Like I say, I don't have a clue what I'm going to do with it. I just thought it'd be fun to play with. I think these things are put your hands in or whatever. And then there was a foot pedal down here that activated an air cylinder which stripped it. Now for my use, I don't need all that complicated stuff. Matter of fact, here it is. This is the air cylinder is mounted down underneath. This is the valve that would turn the air around to activate it, and that is all goodies for that some here. These, this is a time delay relay, apparently. This is another relay of some sort. There's a fuse there. And this transformer is a 0.1 kVA. That's just to run this electronic stuff. And it was fed here and here. So, I could turn it into 120 volts to run this stuff. So, I'm going to do a little research, see what I can find out, see if I do actually have a use for it at all. Okay, I got it running. This is the what the trip arm is hooked to, this little dog, I guess you'd call it, and it's catching right there. And I'll trip it. You guys can see what activates it. If you hold that trip lever down, it won't go again until you let it up and reset it. And I can see why these things are very dangerous, because once you do that, it's committed and it ain't gonna stop. Well, I was able to find a little bit of information on the internet. This is for model 40. This is a model 50. And there's a parts breakdown and some instructions. And it does say that it can run, there's an adjustment up here. You loosen the screw and move a lever forward, and then it'll continuously cycle instead of just the one time. And I found this one, which actually has a model 50 on it. And this one is a 50A. I don't know what the difference is. But it says it's 4.5 tons. 3.5 tons continuous, and it gives you a lot of information. So the auction that this came from was from a truck light plant. So these probably were used for one of their products. And this tray was on the front of it. They took it off to, that's about right there. Apparently it was to hold the parts that they were working on. Pull this out and insert it, do its thing. And there was these little parts here were in this tray. I have no idea if they were part of the operation for this, or somebody just threw them in there or what. So I'm back. That whistle you heard was the wifey paging me. I decided to part with one of my Onan generators, and the guys were coming to pick it up, so I had to quit the video. Anyways, at this point, I think I'll call this a video. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but it does seem to function okay. I'm going to try to find more out about operation of these things and how to set them up and all that good stuff. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time with who knows what.